What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the series between the Boston Celtics and New York Knicks NBA playoff second round series. I think this series is really going to be interesting because not only do we have the Celtics, who came off of not a tough series versus the Orlando Magic, but a series where, you saw that at times Paolo Banchero was being able to get off and things like that. Same thing could be said for Franz Wagner, but the Celtics were just too much for that particular Orlando Magic team, whether it was the three-point shooting, and the cast of characters that the Celtics have. We could dial down all the way down to the bench with Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard. You look at Kristaps Porzingis, you look at Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Drew Holiday really wasn't healthy in that series, but ultimately, of course, the Celtics had enough to get past the Orlando Magic. The same thing can be pretty much said about the New York Knicks. They had enough to get past the Detroit Pistons. A pretty much tougher series because that series did go 6 games, which the Knicks did turn around and win. Jaylen Brunson had a phenomenal series, played really well, and we know, what their lineup consists of when you look at Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, and they have other pieces as well. When you look at McBride, you look at Cameron Payne, also Mitchell Robinson. So I think this series has, all the storylines. You go back to Knicks, Celtics, all of the lore from both historical franchises. I think this series has a lot of, storylines that we can definitely capitalize on and look towards. I think, in my opinion, it's going to come down to, what team executes more. I think that's what's going to matter the most. I think it's going to be what team executes more in the series. And the team that executes the most is going to be the one that ultimately, comes out on the winning end. You look at both teams and how they play, style of play, and things like that. You know that the Boston Celtics want to ultimately get up a lot of threes, and I think that's going to be what separates them from the Knicks. We know that every time the Knicks have played the Celtics, it have not ended well for New York. But, could this be the change? Could this be the year where you get more out of everyone, included Karl Anthony Towns? Because it's going to be definitely tough sledding defensively for the Knicks. We know that Tom Thibodeau is one of the better, defensive-minded coaches, but it's going to come down to matchups for the New York Knicks. I mean, the only reason that I feel like the Celtics are the favorite is because it's the Boston Celtics and it's who they have. Because I feel like talent-wise, both sides, they match up pretty well. Like, if we're just going off of on paper. So the stars going to have to be the stars for both sides. It's going to be the role players. It's going to be those other guys that's going to help separate these two teams. Now, who do I think is going to win the series? Ultimately, I do have the Boston Celtics winning this series. I think it's going to go 6 games, but I could be wrong. I do see the Knicks putting up a fight. I don't see them just laying down to this Celtics team. I do see a team in New York that, after going toe-to-toe with a young, scrappy team like the Detroit Pistons, they're not going to back down. I feel like it's going to be tough. I feel like it's going to be physical. It may be more or less played on the perimeter because we know the Celtics don't, go down low as far as in the paint points and things like that. But it's going to be tough sledding regardless of which side you root for. I don't see it being easy. I don't think this is going to be a sweep as some people have this out to be. But, when you look at the Karl Anthony Towns matchup, Kristaps Porzingis, Jaylen Brown, like, we can go on and on and on. I just feel like let's just play the game and see how this thing turns out. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Celtic fans, Knicks fans, NBA fans, basketball fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I catch you guys on the next video.